Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show tonight. I want to say, first off, if I get emotional, please forgive me. I'm very upset. I am upset that I even have to do this video. I'm very disappointed that I have to do this video. Um, Thankfully, I just got off the phone with my mother, two of my friends, and they calmed me down because I was a ball of tears earlier. So I've got my tissues here just in case. All right. Um, I want to talk about a story time, you guys. And I'm upset also because this is cutting into my personal time, which we're going to talk about here in a second as well. This is cutting into my personal time, which would be time allotted to my personal clients and personal readings, which we're going to talk about here in a second. Also, my personal time in terms of just me living my life, running errands, certain stores that may be closed, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to because I have to do this video once again. So here we are. I want to talk about a psychic that I used to be a big fan of named Tracey Brown. And Tracey did a video earlier today on her YouTube channel that I now have to address because she said some very defamatory things in that video. Let's start with how I started on YouTube. All right. First of all, I started on YouTube because I used to watch Tracey Brown. Tracey was one of the first psychics I watched. That inspired me to create my own YouTube channel that you now all love. All almost 70,000 of you subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? So I've always bigged up Tracey. I've always given Tracey her flowers, which is an interesting thing because she always says no one gives me my flowers or anything like that. But let's talk about the story of me and Tracey Brown and how me and Tracey Brown initially met. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your whatever it is ready. I've got my coffee here because I've actually given up drinking. I haven't had a drink in 2 or 3 weeks actually. So 2024 is definitely a new year. All right. Apparently for me and Tracey. So, all right. So listen to this, you guys. Let me segue into this because once again, so all right. So first of all, let me get into the story of me and Tracey. All right, how me and Tracey met. I've always given Tracey her flowers throughout the years of me starting my YouTube channel. And it just so happened that Tracey got wind of me giving her her flowers and she reached out to me and invited me to be a part of her book club, which she also mentioned her book club today in her video, her morning video, which was very, once again, defamatory and very disrespectful and full of outright lies. I can only speak for me, once again. So I joined this book club, and um, initially, the people that were a part of the book club, mind you, a lot of the people that were a part of the book club when I first initially started are no longer part of the book club. Tracey had or has used to have this book club where she like does this thing where she has people that she has people that buy classes from tarot classes from her. And then I guess I've never done a tarot class with her, by the way. She just allowed me into the group because she could recognize my gift clearly. She knows what it is. We're both on the same level. All right. So it is what it is. I don't need to take a class from her. I teach my own tarot classes, which, by the way, many of you have taken and have quite enjoyed. Also, I want to also note that me and Tracy read completely different ways. I read through astrology and numerology tarot cards. I have no idea how Tracy reads her cards. Once again, I've never taken a class from her. I personally have never taken a class from anyone. I'm self-taught, and you all know how accurate my readings are, even before I got with Tracy. So for those of you who are now fans of me or are now following me, maybe after me working with Tracy, welcome. Sorry it had to go this route, but it is what it is. So I'm welcomed into the book club, not needing to take the tarot class. It takes me a few weeks to kind of open up. This was back when I had dreadlocks, you guys. This was a long time ago. Y'all, now I have straight hair. It's kind of a mess, but it's probably a reflection of my emotional state earlier, but it still looks good, so I don't even care. I'm better now, though, so I'm glad about that because I have real friends in my life, real family in my life who loves me, which we'll get into later. Anyways, so I'm welcomed into this book club, and I make some amazing friends. Geo Cosmic Valentine, who I hope comes into the room because I really do love Geo, and I'm so sad that Tracy basically kicked her out of the group and was a huge a-hole to her. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe Geo will one day speak her truth. Marie is another person who I met in the group. Marie had some amazing, she made her own soaps and like oils and lotions. I think I bought something from her at one time and it was like an amazing experience. Also, Tiffany. Tiffany used to sell the gemstones in the group. Uh, both who I don't know if they were both kicked out because of Tracy, but they definitely both left because Tracy did something that they didn't like. I believe Tracy did something or upset Marie, and Tiffany didn't like the way Mar- Ti- Tiffany didn't like the way Tracy handled the situation with Marie. Since we're putting it all out there, Tracy, all right, on the table, since we don't give an F, since, I don't know, all of a sudden this like whole Nickelodeon thing with your son and this documentary you've got coming out and your tooth, like, I don't know, 2024 has been a very interesting year for you so far. So since we're putting it all out there, let's put it all out there. Hi, Curly Jim M. Hi, everybody. Oh man, let me try and think of more people. Brett, oh my God, Brett, who I just recently connected again with, was another amazing person from the group. Also gay, actually, like me. Brett is, I think, into like Madonna, fashion. Once again, took the class with Tracy. Once again, most of these people took the tarot class with Tracy. What happened to Brett? Well, Tracy kicked Brett out of the group, cussed him out in front of all of us. Let's see, Brett. Who else? There was that black dude also who Tracy kicked out basically as well, cussed him out too in the group. Who else am I forgetting? I know there were so many more. Uh, man, I can't. I don't know. I can't. There's been so many at this point. Oh, the most recent was a mother and daughter duo. I think the mother was also a follower of my channel as well. Um, Kicked out of the group because of Tracy. Oh, y'all see Cleopatra? So, is there a common theme you're noticing here? Do you guys remember Sean? You guys remember Sean? Sean, I don't remember. What's his name? Sean Holland, or you guys remember? Because once again, I'm a follower, or I'm no longer a follower of Tracy. I'm no longer a fan of Tracy Brown. I'm no longer a friend of Tracy Brown or an ally to Tracy Brown. I was such a fan of Tracy that I had my mother getting readings from her. Let's just say I called my mother today after the video that Tracy Brown did. My mother's no longer a fan either. So all these people have been kicked out of the book club that Tracy created, right? And I'm just seeing these people in and out, in and out, and I'm just kind of like, ooh, like I'm just sitting over here, like minding my own business, staying in my own lane, right? After so many people coming in and out, like, like, do you guys remember Psychic Bella? Remember Tracy worked with Psychic Bella? Cussed her out too. I kind of wish I could, like, I wish, like, I don't know where Psychic Bella is. Like, Psychic Bella, if you're watching this video, I would love if you would comment too. Hi, J Manuel. J Manuel, hi. Hi, everybody. I love you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome to this tea filled Friday, child. All right. Let's go back to Sean real quick. All right. Now, if you were a follower of Tracy back in the day, I'm talking like 2015, 2016, this is like back when I was in college before I even started tarot, right? She was working with a gay guy named Sean who was white. I'm noticing a gay, kind of gay theme here too, by the way. But anyway, so, just a side note. Her and Sean fell out once again because Tracy kicked Sean out of her show, cussed Sean out, right? And then me and Tracy get together. We do our own show. Do you guys remember a couple months ago last year we did the Are You Cursed special? You guys loved that special. I like that too, actually. That was really enjoyable. But if you watch that special, me and Tracy did readings on each other to see if each other were cursed, right? And it turns out I saw that Tracy had a man who put magic on her, who she had once worked with, and it just so happened that this man was a Capricorn Virgo Taurus. Well, turns out that Sean is also a Taurus. That it was probably Sean because of their big fallout that they had. It's probably Sean that put magic on him. You guys remember that? Do you guys remember when I helped Tracy to have that revelation that Sean or someone had put magic on her? And she was so grateful for that, right? Well, we had another revelation from Tracy. It turns out initially she had cut Sean off or kicked Sean out of her show because of something he did to Ezra, right? Her grandson, of her son, who she has an issue with as well. Are you noticing a theme that Tracy has issues with a lot of people? Just saying. So, once again, it's revealed in one of our shows, the Are You Cursed special show, that the reason why Tracy kicked Sean out of her show is not just because of what he said to Ezra. It's because allegedly, this is alleged. This is what Tracy's words. You can go back on the show. It's on my channel. You can watch it. So Sean, if you're watching, these are her words. Allegedly, Sean has HIV and was hooking up with men and may have allegedly been giving the men HIV, and she had been keeping this secret for him. And that's why she kicked him out off her show. Now I have to be honest, when that came out, like when the show ended and like I thought about it, I was like, that was like that kind of like I don't know how to feel about that. But once again, it's like we're still working together. I'm still a fan of Tracy. So it's like, okay, at least I helped her release that energy and come to that conclusion. So it's like, I don't know how I feel about how she went about it, but at least I was able to help. So it's like, I was like, it's all good, right? Like at least she was able to release that. Psychic Bella, a psychic YouTuber on YouTube, worked with Tracy. You guys remember when Tracy used to do those panel shows, the super psychics, right? Well, Psychic Bella was one of the super psychics. What happened to Psychic Bella and Tracy? What do you guys think happened to Psychic Bella and Tracy? I want to know in the in the chat. By the way, the 163 people in the room, please like the video. No, not Sloan Bella, Psychic Bella. There's another Psychic Bella Love. She used to work with a Psychic Bella Love. All right. What do you think happened between Psychic Bella Love and Tracy? Tracy kicked out Psychic Bella Love, cussed her out, said she was trying to take from her. It was this whole thing. She even had people in group, like unsubscribing from Psychic Bella, much like the video she did today on me and Sheraton, and Cola from group. So not only did she talk about me in her video today, she also talked about Sheraton from the group, the book club we're a part of, and Cola that we're a part of the book club. So add three people, including me. I'm a part of those three. Add three more people to the list that Tracey has cut off, cussed out, blocked, or done something to where the relationship has been severed, right? Oh my gosh. So we get to the point where me and Tracey start working together. And let's just make one thing clear. I have double the subscribers of Tracey Brown. I am almost at 70,000 subscribers. Tracey's kind of stuck at like 36, 37. Like she kind of goes back and forth, right? So when me and Tracey worked together, it wasn't really helping me. I mean, it was helping me in the sense that it helped me to get content out because I'm extremely busy behind the scenes when it comes to, my clients. But like before working with Tracey, at least I was able to get my client readings out. I was able to like, get them out. Like I had my own kind of flow going on before I started working with Tracey, right? But the one thing, and this is one thing I hate, and I always talk to this about you guys. The one thing with me is me and Tracy are totally different psychic tarot readers. We're totally different people in the way we work. I don't know if you noticed, Tracy posts like 2 times a day, every day, basically, on YouTube. So initially, when we started working together, what she really wanted was for us to post every single day. Um, I don't have the time to do that. I don't even have the time to post my own content every single day. And that's one thing I hate and I always talk to you guys about. You know, I'll go a week without posting content because I'm so backed up with my client readings, right? But when I can get content out, I get content out for you all, right? So one of the reasons why I work with Tracey is because once again, I was a fan of her, so it's like, oh, I get to work with Tracey. Cool. That'll be fun. We already, kind of work together well in groups, so why not? And also it'll help me get content out. We're gonna be talking about, major topics, so it's like seems like a win to me. I get to get content out. Hopefully my people like it. Turns out a lot of y'all did not like it. I didn't know so many of y'all didn't like Tracey because there would be people coming in our lives and being like, I prefer when you're alone, Lamarr. I actually don't like when you do these types of videos. And I actually would go in on y'all and be like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but it's me and Tracey right now. I used to ride for Tracey. Like I used to hold her down like that. Y'all saw. So for her to come on her camera and that microphone she doesn't know how to work that I suggested for her to buy, that I told her she should get. And when it does work, it really does improve the videos, Tracey. I will say that because I know you're watching, right? For her to get on her camera this morning and say the things she said about me that were blatantly lies and didn't tell the whole truth was so disappointing to me. I was so upset that I called my friend Kiana. I called Brandy in book club. I called my mom crying. Are you guys those types of people where you get so upset that you cry? That was me earlier today. I helped her with the pictures. Y'all, I did the song. Welcome to the Lamarr and Tracey show. The only psychic tarot readers you need to know. You can trust our word because we've got your back. And our personal readings don't cost you a stat. Tracey is the one with the fiery flair, and Lamarr is the one with the done up hair. Trolls are jealous because we predicted it. Are you ready for the show? Because it's time to get lit. Who do you think wrote that song? Who do you think produced that song? Hello? Who do you think did all the graphics for the shows that we did together? Who do you think that most of the times was the one coming up with the topics? Hello? Me. Because I am who I am. I am the way I work. Only I can do what I do, right? Thank you, Khadijah. You're an amazing songwriter and producer, by the way. Thank you, Khadijah. And hi, Brett. Wait, I just saw Brett earlier. I'm sorry, I was talking so much. Hi, Brett. Thank you for being here. Brett is one of the people from Group. So Brett can vouch for what I'm talking about when it comes to Tracey Brown. So, anyway, like I was saying, I don't even know where I left off. I'm so like, I'm getting like, now I'm getting mad again. Like, I was crying earlier. Now I'm getting mad. I'm trying to pull it back. All right. So it was so disrespectful for Tracey to, come on. Hi, bless Angie. Thank you. It was so disrespectful for Brett says I can vouch 100%. It was so disrespectful for Tracey to come on her camera earlier this morning and say the things she said about me. So once again, let's go back to when me and Tracey were working together. So that's the whole reason why I started working with Tracey, because it was a win-win for me. Because once again, I get really busy because you all do book me. Despite what she says, y'all book the hell out of me. All right. One reason why sometimes it will take longer for, video recorded readings or email readings is because there will be people who are like, can I have a phone reading today? Can I have a phone reading right now? And by the time I do phone readings in one day, I'm exhausted, right? So sometimes I have to actually push off readings and be like, I got to get to these other people first, and then I can get to you. I've got like a few clients waiting. If you can wait, like a before, 3 or 4 clients, then I can do your phone reading. Like it has to be like that sometimes, right? But y'all know there's 179 people in this room. There's not one person in this room who's bought a reading from me or any point at all. There's not one, unless you just not wanted the reading for your own reasons or whatever. Um, there's not one person who's never gotten their reading from me. You always get your reading. Now, interestingly enough, once again, let's go back to Tracey. Tracey wanted to go live every day, like hours a day, right? And then we were doing the live readings. Remember, I helped her make money. Can we talk money real quick, you guys? I don't really like talking about money, but I just want you guys to get perspective on my side of the story, right? Uh-oh. Forever. Oh, wait, 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 wait. Don't I know you. Wait. You look familiar, I feel like. Did you go to VCU? Forever ever? Forever ever says though, I got a reading from her once. I have yet to see it come true. We are IG friends. Okay, I was like, you look familiar. Okay, maybe I just know you from IG. All right. Yep, you got a reading from her and nothing came true? Well, child, y'all see the comment. I'm not gonna say nothing. Is it true, Fonzie? It's true. Oh, okay. Wow. Fonzie says it's true too, child. All right. Someone else said something I want to post. Sorry, she is not you. Right. She was good with the Trump stuff. Fonzie says if it's my belief people are crazy. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. Okay, Fonzie, please, please, please. Where was I? I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, stop. I forgot where I was with my story. Oh, okay. Go working with Tracey once again. She wanted to go live every night or every day, and that wasn't working for me. Because once again, that's what Diana said. Diana said something where, like, I stay booked during the day. Right. I have clients from all parts of the world. Right. So I have my clients, I have my own content that I'm also trying to get to, and then I have this content that I'm trying to do with Tracy that's kind of overtaking everything, to be honest with you. And I didn't know how to tell Tracy, to be honest. Once again, it's kind of like a respect thing, and like, a thing where it's like, I don't want to upset her, but I don't know if this is working for me. I don't know if this show we're doing is working for me, but I'm going to keep doing it because, it's like, it's convenient. But at some point, it's like I didn't know if it was working for me anymore, because once again, I didn't know if I was getting anything out of it. That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about money because I wanted you guys to get a full spectrum. So one of the episodes we did, I think it might have been the "Are You Cursed" episode. One thing, once again, with the readings we would do together, I was always 100 when it came to the money. Y'all paid the $60 readings. I always split it down at the, in the middle, at the end of the day. Tracy got her half, I got my half. No issues with that ever. There was one reading one time where we made like over $700. Why do you think I would want to give something like that up where like we make that much amount of money and we get that much amount of engagement with people in a video where it's like, wow, we really did good today, you know? Why would I I thought it was, something good going, but then this happened. There's always a but, right? Then this happened. I get COVID. Baby, you couldn't say it, but God gave you your tower moment. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't resonate with Tracy's readings or content, but I always watch the videos regardless. And thank you, Belle. And I'm sorry for, how do I say this? I'm sorry for opening up your energy and your spirit to that. I'm sorry for opening up my channel to that energy. I'm sorry for opening up my channel to this energy in general. That the fact that we have to do this video in the first place. You guys know I like to keep this channel light and love and all jokes, and I like to laugh, and it's comedy hour when we get together. It really is. We do like to laugh here on this channel. We like to have fun, but sometimes it gets serious, right? And this is just kind of one of those moments where it's like, we got to get real. I got COVID. I get COVID. And it was bad COVID. Bad. Usually when I get sick, it maybe takes me like maybe a week or two to recover. Whatever I had, whatever type of COVID I had, like, around December, because that's around the time me and Tracy fell out, right? Whatever COVID I had around that time was bad, bad, bad. Took me like a month to recover. So naturally, if you get COVID, what happens? You can't really do anything. Now, luckily, I am a lot better. There's still some lingering effects, like some like mucus. Like there's a lot of mucus buildup. That's the only thing right now, but I do have my voice back. But y'all can go back and watch the videos. My voice, like my voice wasn't there because of COVID, right? Takes me like a month to get better. And I had to stop the show. Right? I had to completely stop the show with Tracy because I got COVID. I had to completely stop the show and I had to focus on my personal readings because no matter what, I'm always going to have a client coming in. So I'm doing my client readings as much as I can because my voice, I'm coughing up mucus literally every 5 minutes. Like it was that bad of COVID, y'all. Right? Y'all know, y'all know. For those of y'all that were there, y'all know. I'm doing my readings. I have my client, reading my client phone call readings, my email and video recorded readings. I've got COVID. I'm trying to power through it. I'm trying to post content on YouTube when I can. My voice was gone, right? I'm trying to post content on YouTube, just my own content, not just not Lamarr and Tracey content. I mean, I'm trying to do the show with Tracey when I can, right? But at some point, I just couldn't keep up. And then you guys remember I was doing drag. Remember, this was right before I got sick. Remember, I was doing drag, and there was a new season of RuPaul's Drag Race coming up. And you guys know I love to do drag. I love makeup. And so I was like, oh, I want to review RuPaul's Drag Race. Now that's something I really wanted to do. You guys know I love reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race. You guys know I love that type of stuff. It's just so fun. I love reading the girls. It's just so fun. And I do love RuPaul's Drag Race, and I love getting a makeup for you all. So I'm doing the RuPaul's Drag Race show, getting into makeup every day, trying to do the Lamarr and Tracey show, doing my client readings, trying to, do my own content, and I'm still sick. Which one of these things do you think needs to be dropped? Tracey wanted me to figure out, like, you need to figure out which one you need to drop because we need to do the show. That's like basically how her energy was coming across to me, right? One day Tracey hits me up because I hadn't reached out to her for a while because once again, I'm in my own lane. I'm focused on my readings. I'm trying to keep up with my clients and make sure I don't get too behind. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important to me. And I was getting behind, and that's the one thing with Tracey. She said in her video today, um, you take money from people and you don't give them their readings. That was a complete, blatant lie. Not once have I ever taken anyone's money and not given them their reading. You are a liar, a bold faced liar. You're trying to take money from my pocket by trying to divert, all right, attention from me and my work to you. You're defaming me. Exactly. Now, have there been moments where, once again, I've gotten behind? Absolutely. Typically, it does take me when I'm not busy, and I always say this in my videos too, and you all know this. Typically, it does take me, all right, about 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 days to send out email, video recorded reading. Any email or video recorded reading you buy from me. Remember, I do readings differently from Tracey too. This is a key point. Tracey just does phone and Zoom readings, which is fine. This was a big point of contention for us too. All right. That's fine if that's how you want to work. I offer phone readings and Zoom readings if you all want to do Zoom, but I also offer birth chart readings that are recorded, or if you want to do it over the phone. I also offer past life readings, mediumship readings, which are all phone based, typically. I also offer video recorded readings because I know sometimes people don't have time to talk on the phone. People don't like talking on the phone. I also offer email readings. Sometimes people like the email readings and the video recorded readings because they can go back and look at them. Because one thing with phone readings, unless you write down everything the reader says or everything I say, or unless you like record the whole phone call, which I don't know. By the way, I don't know how you do that. But unless you record the whole phone call, you might forget bits and pieces of what I say, right? I need you to remember everything I say, and in my reading I do with you. That's why I offer video recorded readings and email readings. Now, one caveat with the email readings and video recorded readings is that it does take longer than a phone reading, but that's also clear on my website. I have a website, once again, created by me. I created my own website. I designed my own website. I didn't have to pay someone to do my website. I didn't have to pay someone to make my music. I didn't have to pay someone to do this behind me. This is all me. This is all my creativity. This microphone that I chose to buy, I did my own research on this microphone. There's a reason why I chose this microphone. So for you to say like I just like take people's money and it just is what it is, and I was busy, is a blatant lie. Now, one caveat once again when it comes to the email readings and the video recorded readings, like I said, is it does take a bit longer. So if you get a phone reading, typically it's the same day. Sometimes people do schedule out a day or two later, right? Because of their own, because of their own timing, or because once again, I can be so busy that it's like I'm gonna have to book you out tomorrow. Or I'm available tomorrow. What time works for you tomorrow, right? So that's the one thing, but you pay more for a phone reading for me for that, typically, right? Because of the convenience that comes with it, right? You pay more for a phone reading because it's the convenience. You're like, you're getting my time right now versus someone who been maybe waiting for their email or video recorded reading, right? So this is why I put my client readings first before any content I post on YouTube, before any show I do with anyone else, right? Tracey does her readings differently. That's why she always says she's on time, and when you get your reading, you get your reading that day. Well, yeah, because you do phone readings only, which once again is fine. If that's the extent of your skills or what you're willing to do, then, and to help your people, hey, as long as you're helping your people. But for you to say that I'm not helping my people was very disrespectful and a complete lie. There's 219, no, I'm sorry, there's 228 people in this room right now that most likely can vouch for me and say that I take care of my people. What did Jay Manuel say? Can we all sage after this? Child. Oh, we're gonna do some saging for sure. We're gonna do some. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, moving on. So I just wanted to address that thing that she said. Now let's talk about why me and Tracey fell out. And then this might be the end. I can't believe it's only been 37 minutes. This video feels like it's been like 2 hours. Let's talk about why me and Tracey fell out. So it's a new year. It's almost 2024. You guys, I was so sick. I couldn't do anything for Christmas on December 25th. All right. And you guys know I'm born December 27th. I'm a Christmas baby. That is my season. That is my favorite. I like Halloween too, but Christmas season is my season. I love Christmas season, right? Crying Tiger says, I tried booking tarot lessons with her, meaning Tracey, but she was unresponsive after purchasing my books on Amazon. I didn't book with you because I thought you'd be the same. See? And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm sorry for bringing that energy on my channel, and I think that's why I wanted to do this video to let you all know that I'm no longer engaged in that energy. KH says my same day readings were always on time and on point. Thank you. Thank you. See, I knew she was projecting. Thank you, Khadijah. Her energy has always been off. Hey, hi, Cat Visions. Cappies are about their business. Thank you. So y'all know what it is. Like the fact that I have to come here and explain this to y'all already know me. But once again, I just have to clear my name. Fonzie wants to come up, you guys. He can tell I'm getting upset, so he doesn't like me getting upset. Come here, Fonzie. Someone just bought a reading with me now, Tracey. Actually, huh? Did y'all hear that, Kaching? Someone just bought a reading from me now. So you're not stopping my bag, all right? Even though you tried to by saying people don't get their readings from me. This is my life. Hold on, you guys. Let me Fonzie. No, come here. Oh, no, 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 no. Come here. Meow. Meow. This is my life. I put the money I make from my readings, I put back into my readings in my channel. Oh, I have some stuff to show y'all. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, come here. Tauntaun Lily. Tauntana. Fonzie B. Meow. Meow, Tauntaun. Patra. Here, Patch. All right, we have to have a cat moment, you guys. Sorry. The cats have to have their moment, y'all. Oh, I just noticed there's also a cat in the picture. That's kind of funny. That's funny. Fonzie, the big baby, he needs attention right now. He's like a little dog that needs attention. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, Fonzie, I gotta get back to the video before I forget what I was about to say. All right, you had your moment. Thank you for joining us in shifting the energy, as you usually do. Please don't put your butt in my face. And for your good works, I'm actually going to take you for a walk tonight. All right, buddy? All right, we got to go. Yamage. All right. Enough, enough, enough. All right. They are feeling her energy and protecting you. Thank you. Right, I have 2 cats to feed. She doesn't have any pets. Oh, yeah, I'm done with her. I'm done. All right, you guys. So the money I make from my readings, of course, I pay my bills and things of that nature, right? Um, oh no, someone I'm getting so many messages, you guys. Um, the money I make from my readings, I pay my bills with. Of course, you gotta pay your bills, right? I gotta keep the lights on to do these videos, right? But I put back into this channel. Do you know how much this microphone is? It's regularly on sale, like $270. I found it used for almost half the price. Thank God, right? All this was not cheap. Those little evil eye things you see, those are not cheap. All right. When y'all do phone readings with me, let me show y'all. I make sure the phone readings are on point. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Let me show y'all real quick. When y'all do phone readings with me, this is the money. This is where the money goes. I put the money back into. I use these headphones. I need to make sure you hear me. Does Tracey use these headphones? I'm not sure. She might now that she sees me using them, but I want to make sure y'all hear me. All right. Another pair of headphones, but look, I want to make sure y'all hear me. When you do a phone reading with me, I want to make sure you hear every word. All right. These weren't cheap. So for you to say, once again, Tracey, that I just take people's money and you don't give them their reading and you just take people's money, lies. And I have to pay for StreamYard every month. Thank you. I have to pay Adobe every single month to even be able to use Adobe to edit my videos and my thumbnails. This ain't cheap. You think it's cheap? I wish I could show you, like, let me show you guys. Let me turn the camera around so you guys can really see. Like, this is not a cheap setup, you guys. This is not a cheap setup. When you guys get your when you guys get your video recorded readings from me, I don't use this camera on this MacBook. I use this camera because I want to make sure y'all see everything when y'all get your video recorded readings from me. Because if you're gonna end up waiting and paying money, if you gotta wait, you better, the quality of the product you're getting and service better be good. Let me show you the camera I use when I do your video recorded readings. The camera and the lens was not cheap. I use a 10-year-old Canon camera that I bought with my own money in college over 10 years ago that still works. That's a DSLR camera that was like at least maybe $500. And the lens here, at least $300. Now, luckily, I have a mother that loves me that actually bought the lens for me, like over maybe like 6, 7 years ago. This is the camera I use when I do your video recorded readings. So Tracy, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through. I'm so sorry that you felt the need to project all that energy onto me and anger and frustration, but it was lies, blatant lies. I give my clients their readings, and when I give them their readings, I put my all into it. Do you have these headphones when you call your clients on time, so on time? Do you use headphones like these? Or do you use the AirPods that you were using for so many years before I taught you what a microphone is or how to use a microphone and showed you what microphone to buy? Now, yeah, you did teach me, how about ring lights, you know. But I mean, compared to what you gained from me, subscribers, you gain subscribers from me, you gain clients from me. Oh, I got another reading. I got another reading. I got another reading. I got another reading. Do you guys see that? It says you have a new order. You have a new order. You have a new order. I got a reading. I got a reading. I have a client to take care of. And you mad, and you mad. And guess what it is? It's an email reading, which means that they're willing to be patient to get the insight and clarity that I need to give them. And I'm going to make sure that they don't have to wait too long to get that clarity and insight because I'm not working with you anymore. Because the fact of the matter is, I didn't have any negative feedback when it came to my clients until I started working with you. Me and my clients, me and my people over here, we were doing so good. We were having us a ball, and just in our own vibe and lane before I decided. And once again, I'm so sorry, you guys. Before I decided to align myself and work with a Tracy. Never again. Lesson learned. Now there are some things also that I did once again learn from Tracy. I do have to, give credit where credit's due. But here's another thing I learned from Tracy. It doesn't pay to be mean. It doesn't pay to think that you are the smartest, most baddest, biggest one in the room. It doesn't pay to be a know it all or to think you're a know it all. It doesn't pay to always be angry, to always have something to prove or feel like you have something to prove. It doesn't pay to hold things in because if you do, you're going to end up alone. And one thing I don't want to be in the position she's in at 60 years old. See, the thing with me is I have 30 plus years to learn and perfect and get better. But at 62 or 61 years old, for you to get on camera and say the things you said in your video this morning, and you think you're better, you think you're the best psychic on YouTube, you think you're this and that. All right. So the reason why me and Tracy stopped working together is because once again, I was excited about the new year. I was actually ready to get into new content working with Tracy. Um, I was getting into drag and doing RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff like that, reviews, and I was just finding it difficult to like manage everything. I was overwhelmed. I was finding it difficult to like manage everything time wise. And it was the fire sign horoscopes. After the fire sign horoscopes ended, I thought we were on the up and up. I was excited about new content with Tracy, and Tracy, goes when that video ended, she was like, "Let's talk about us working together." It's not working for me. And I kind of go, "Okay." In my mind, I'm like, where's this coming from? So she's like, I'm trying to think of what she said. She's like, "It's not working for me." Um, Basically, she was like, "We're different age groups, different age brackets, and you do things differently than I do." And I was just kind of like, "Okay." Didn't make a big deal out of it. It left a bad taste in my mouth. I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. I get to focus on my own content. That frees up time for me to focus on, what I need to do. Right. So I wasn't mad at it. All right, so me and Trey later that day, me and Tracy, are part of like a group text, but between me and two other friends, and me, we're all talking in the group text. I'm talking about like getting my medical marijuana card and being very excited about that. And I think my friend Kiana was talking about like Saturn because it was Capricorn season at the time, and Tracy's still upset about her tooth because her tooth fell out, on camera, and you know, she's talking about Saturn, and I kind of jump in and I'm like, well, Saturn rules the teeth, the bones, the skin, and things like that. So it's like, maybe, we're kind of like trying to help her, like, because it's like we wanted to try to help her to maybe understand why spiritually that situation was going on with her teeth in Capricorn season at the beginning of the year. But she's like, and this is her exact words. I don't have the text message anymore because I once again got left the group. Um, but her exact words were like, "I don't know why you guys are talking about Saturn. This is not helping me. My tooth fell out of my mouth. I'm upset. I'm crying. If you guys are talking about this for your own needs and wants, then fine. But this is not helping me." And so we were kind of like, okay. Like we were trying to help, but sorry for trying to help. And I think at that point I had reached my breaking point with her because she was rude to me that after the live stream. Oh, I didn't mention this in the live stream. This comes full circle now. After the live stream of the horoscopes we did for the year, the fire sign live stream, Tracy kind of gave me like a lecture. Basically, I told her what I just told you all. You know, I told her I haven't been able to do the show because I've been backed up with my clients. I've been having people, upset with me, because they're getting their readings on time. I've also been sick. I have COVID, so I'm sorry I haven't been able to keep up with the show. I've been busy, you know. So she gives me a whole lecture. She's like, well, basically like, well, you need to have better time management. I understand if people need their readings, do the readings. But if you want to do content with me, we can do content as well. But the way it's working is just not working for me. I mean, she brought up, the fact that like once again the email and video recorded readings, and how I do offer phone readings, but I also offer the email and video recorded readings. She just does phone readings, right? So Tracy, she does phone readings. She's done for the day. That's it's not the same for me. I don't work that way. So basically, she said because I do email and video recorded readings, I'm like the drug dealer who's trying to give a sample to everyone. I question your spirituality, she said. She's like, I question your spirituality because of that. You question my spirituality? How do you question my spirituality when I teach a class on people, or I teach a class for people on how to develop their spirituality? You question my spirituality? I didn't say this to her though, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. I just kind of like this is exactly what my response after she said that. I took a moment. I was like, oh, okay, okay. If that's how you feel, okay. You know. Um, I forgot how she tried to explain it. She was like, I say that because, and then she was basically like, you're like the drug dealer. That was her exact words. She was like, you're like the drug dealer trying to give a sample to every little body with these email and video recorded readings I do. In my head, I was like, I don't agree with that. But I didn't challenge her because I wasn't I was like, I don't feel like fighting. I don't feel like arguing. I just whatever. Like, okay. So I let that slide. It upset me, but I like let it slide. I was like, whatever. Then the text message with the whole tooth and the Saturn and this isn't helping me, that put me over the edge and I went off. And I was basically like, you know what, Tracy, I don't know what to say because you were rude to me earlier. And I understand that your tooth, you're having situations with your tooth, but like I'm not gonna be disrespected. I'm not gonna be bullied. I'm not gonna continue to be bullied. I've had enough. And that's why me and Tracy fell out. Not because I don't give my people their readings, right? That's why we fell out. Because I had had enough of the bullying. I had had enough. And so I did challenge her. I did. Because I had had enough. And then at that point, um, since she had already said, it wasn't working, I said, you're right, it's not working. I don't want to do the show anymore. And then she would go on her show and take digs at me, you know, and so I would take digs back at her on my show. And then we get to this point somehow where she wasn't worth it though. She wasn't worth it, K Renee. And then we get to this point where now today she does this video lying on me and my character. Well, you know what, Tracy? Here's my response. You are a mean girl. You are a mean person. When you came to Virginia, do you guys remember she came to Virginia? I took care of you. We took care of you. Remember I drove you to IHOP? Remember I took you to IHOP, sat down with you, had a coffee, made sure you got to your Airbnb safe, drove myself home. Do you remember that? Remember we did the meet and greet, we did the video with Kiana. I made sure I brought all my equipment, my camera, set up my also, I want to show you guys this, the audio. You think it's just this microphone? Tracy already knows what it is. You think it's just this microphone that makes this audio? No. I have this too. A preamp. You guys know what a preamp is? I use this in my videos. I use this in my video recorded readings for my clients too. This was about $150 or $100 or so, maybe more. I don't know. I don't put, I don't take care of my people. Are you kidding me? I take the best care of my people. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Did the audio mess up? Let me make sure it didn't mess up. What time is it, by the way? I gotta make sure I can get to the store before they close. Can you guys hear me? Wait, has it been going through this microphone the whole time or not? Lamarr has about 5K in equipment at least, right? So when she came to Virginia, I took care of her. I brought all my equipment when we would do videos. Hi Gio. Hi Gio. I was talking about you earlier, Gio. All right. When we did that meet and greet, I made sure I brought my equipment so that we could have the best looking meet and greet for you all, for my people and her people. I brought my microphone, I brought my laptop that we're on right now, right? After the meet and greet, we actually had one of the our watchers from my channel and her channel. Love you, Gio. Gio was one of the people I was talking about earlier, you guys. The whole situation with Tracey, that's this Gio right here. If you're coming in, go watch the beginning of the video. What was I talking about? I'm losing my track of thought. Yeah, when we did the meet and greet, one of our watchers, Gail, Miss G, Gail actually bought us dinner that day. So once again, I want to thank you, Gail, because that was very kind of you. I don't know if you're watching. I just matched her energy. Thank you. Thank you, MI. Right? Allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know anything about that, right? Um, yeah. When she came to Virginia, I took care of her. I did a reading for her boss as well. By the way, her and her boss fell out. Why? Why do you think? At this point, why do you think Tracey and her old boss fell out? Do I need to tell you? You already know what it is. So the next time you see someone fall out with her, just go back to this story. All right. Thank you, Brett. Yeah, I had to speak up. I had to speak up. I had to speak up for myself, but I had to also speak up for y'all too. Because y'all don't have a platform to speak up against her and to speak y'all's truth. And that's not fair. Yeah, let's be careful with the mental health. Let's be careful with that. I don't know anything about that. Let's be fair, at least. Let's try to be fair, child, right? So, you guys have seen me maybe fall out with people before, right? Never to this extent. I want to say to the people before that I've fallen out with, if you're watching, I apologize to you. Because after what I've gone through with Tracey, I feel like I've seen the worst of it. What you did this morning, Tracey, was mean, nasty, and rude. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your year of 2024. You guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry I had to do this hour-long video. All right. I'm sorry this happened this way, Lamarr, but please know you are a king or queen and everything wonderful in between. Thank you, Gio. You all are kings and queens too. I just had to speak. Hi, Tay. Yes, I'm going to take the lesson and move forward. All right. Thank you all so much for hearing me out. There are 283 people in the room right now. That is crazy. So make sure you all like this video. I had to speak my truth. One thing you're not going to do, you're not going to try and fuck up my business. I worked hard for this business. I worked hard for my channel. I worked hard for my clients. I work hard for my clients, and I will continue to do so. I put a lot of money, time, and effort into what I do. This is not cheap. All right? Remember, I helped you out in many ways. Be kinder, Tracey Brown, to yourself and others. I love you all. If you would like to book a personal reading from me, I am available. Once again, many of you did book personal readings with me while I was live. So I thank you all so much for that. And I thank you all for continuing to support me, despite, people out there who may want to take from me or come against me, right? What does the Bible say? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Amen. Contact me for a personal reading, 703-791-9162. All right. Or if you would like to visit my website, why is it not showing up the number? Oh, okay. Text me at 703-791-9162 or visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I love you all. Please don't, send any hate, any drama. Once again, I just had to come on and tell it like it is and tell my story. Now, if she wants to continue on and be nasty and be rude, that's on her. Happy 2024, everyone. I love you all. Why do you judge me when you know you're not perfect either? Trying to control me. Well, why don't you just take a number? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm doing good, I'm doing great, I'm doing fine, I'm minding mine. Leave me alone. I'm doing good, I'm doing great, I'm doing fine, I'm minding mine. Leave me alone. Why do you judge me when you know you're not perfect either? Trying to control me. Well, why don't you just take a number? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm doing good, I'm doing great, I'm doing fine, I'm minding mine. Leave me alone. I'm doing good, I'm doing great, I'm doing fine, I'm minding mine. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.